countries, territories. And you can easily send money online nowadays, and it's very convenient.
Great. You said that last part a little too fast. Again, you're very smart. So at least I think you're smart, and you speak because you're smart, you say the words. I'm fairly smart, but I pretend I'm not so smart because I always talk as if I have to think of what I'm going to say. So see if you can do it again. Break it up just a little bit. Western Union allows people to send money to over 200 countries. What else did you say? Do it again.
Western Union allows people to send money across over 200 countries and territories. Okay.
Very good. Do you think that was good?
Better.
Maybe that's the first time you've ever done that, and it looked great. I saw your face look like you were really thinking. Would you say, am I wrong? Is the fee? No, sorry. Finish what you said online. And of course, when I was growing up, there was no online. So are you able to do it online?
Yes. You can easily transfer money online.
Listen. Yes, you can easily transfer money online. It's actually really easy. Say it like that.
It's actually very easy.
A little more down. It's actually very easy to transfer money online.
It's actually very easy to send money online.
Good. What is, okay. What is, if you can tell me or even guess, what is the ratio between, if I drive about 10 minutes from my house, I can go to a Western Union store. I know exactly where it is. What would be, is it 10% stores doing the business, 90% online, or what do you think it is?
As I heard, most people.
How about most people?
Most people
No,
transfer money.
Most people. You don't even, you're finished speaking. You're too tired. Most people.
Most people.
Good.
Transfer money through mobile.
Good.
Mobile app.
Very good. Okay. Do you think the management, how would you know, but do you think is the company doing well? Is it well managed, do you think, from the top?
I think so.
Good. Do you know when Western Union started? I would guess around
150 years ago.
I would say around this, we'll have to check, around the Civil War, 1850, 1860. Very, very old company. Okay, very good. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
I want you to pretend that your child goes to my school and I'm your child's teacher. And every Friday at the end of each month, I contact a parent and I say, we always on Friday, we always, and I used to do this when I taught, we always, I like to have a parent come and talk about what they do, because I want my kids who are in grade 7 to start thinking about jobs that are available. So I want you to pretend that you're a flight attendant. We can change it to United or whatever airline. When you fly, what airline do you like to fly on?
United.
Okay. You know where United is headquartered?
No.
San Francisco. San Francisco Airport is the main United, it's the main hub, I think it's called. So I want you to go like this. And I remember telling the parents, I don't want you to memorize anything. I don't want you to read it. I want you just to stand up and, in a very relaxed way, whatever you want to talk about, you can talk about. So you listen, here is what I want you to do. Do you remember Sergeant Shriver? Why did I go to Africa? I've said this many times. Yeah, and I never would have gone. You know what it was like? Ethiopia was the second poorest country in the world back then. I knew a lot about it. No, I didn't know. I just knew it was a very poor. Why would I go there? I had a good life. But I went there because this man spoke just like I did. Oh boy, you have a wonderful opportunity. He didn't speak right away. I don't want you to speak right away. I want you to pretend like you're thinking a little before you speak. I have a wonderful job. The clumps are not so important in this because I think you can do the way they're clumped here. You don't need to. Job is a hard letter, but I know you can do it. I work as a flight attendant for United Airlines. I love flying. I enjoy taking care of the passengers and helping to make their traveling enjoyable. I want you almost to forget about the clumps. I'm squinting. I'm not even looking at the clumps. I can see the words. So whatever you want to do, you can either use my clumps or just see what happens. Many of the other flight attendants have become my friends. I'm thinking, what should I say next? When we arrive in a city, we stay at the finest hotels. Over the years, I've seen many of the great cities of the world. For that reason alone, I highly recommend this job to you. Work hard at school, get a good education, and maybe one day you will enjoy working as a flight attendant as much as I have. Want to give it a try?
Sure. I have one question.
Sure.
Should I keep my voice down?
I think so. Why is that, Yan? Why is that? What is accent reduction? I taught a student today in Virginia, and if you're 100, she's about a 30. She's clumping pretty well. She's making her voice go down really well, but she still has her accent. So by going down, can you tell me, what do you think what are the 2 or 3 of the most important things that are accent reduction? How do you explain to somebody what accent reduction is? You have to what?
Speak slowly.
Speak slowly? Good. Why is that? When you speak slowly, what are you able to do?
You are able to put your tongue and lips in position.
Perfect answer. And once you do that, what's the real secret to accent reduction? By doing that, you're able to, I'll give you the hint. You take in air, then you push out air, and what happens when you push out air?
Not sure.
You make every word have a long vowel. I have, it's not true, because only the second word is long if you have 2, and only the third word is long if you have 3. Let me do the first 3 sentences down and then up. And maybe you're asking a good question, but I think my answer is I want you to go down. Maybe we'll read this twice. I want you to definitely go down, because down, I know I'm right on this. When you go down, you sound like you're thinking, and therefore you pause. You sound more intelligent. Let me do the first 3 sentences, see if you can agree with what I'm saying. I have a wonderful job. I work as a flight attendant for United Airlines. I love flying. Or, I have a wonderful job. I work as a flight attendant for United Airlines. I love flying. I don't think it sounds as thoughtful. And I don't know your situation at work, but I know from my experience that when you talk slower at work, in a staff meeting or any kind of a group meeting, and if you can get yourself, even though you know what you're going to say, to sound like you have to think, don't worry that most of the people that you work with, I'm sure, talk like a submachine gun. Do they, in fact, speak pretty fast?
Yes.
Do you like hearing those? Do you think, does it make any kind of an impression?
No.
No. Did you watch, I don't know if you had time, but Robert Mueller, this very important guy who's been working on trying to find the bad things that Trump did and the Russians. Do you know a little bit about that?
Yes.
Did you watch a little bit of his video?
No, but I read the news.
It was just, I almost cried, Yan, because I waste a lot of my time in the last 2 years. I don't read books anymore. I watch baseball and I listen to MSNBC to see what's happening with Robert Mueller. I was hoping, like everybody, that he would speak in such a way to convince everybody that Trump is a terrible, terrible person. But his words were short and ugly. He went a lot of like an old man. He's a year younger than I am, and he sounded like he was 85, and he's 74, I think. It was, if you have a chance, watch a little bit of it. It's just so depressing. No long vowels, no beautiful, thoughtful words. It's almost like the reason he never, in the 2 years, he never spoke once. He never appeared in public once. I'm sorry to waste your time, but I hope it's important. 2 weeks ago, or a month ago, he gave a 9-minute summary of saying it was the end of the report. Here's sort of what it was about. And when I heard that right away, I thought, this is unbelievable how terrible this guy talks. So you asked about going up. What's the connection between, he didn't sound intelligent. So even though everybody else at work speaks so fast, I know you can do this, so just try it and see what the reaction is. You're going to feel, wow, I may be, except for my boss. I think you said your boss is pretty good. Is your boss a good speaker? Did you say? Did you say that?
Not really.
Not really. Is there anybody who's a good speaker?
At my previous company, they were really good.
Good, great. Okay, try the first line going down. See how it sounds.
All right. I have a wonderful job. I work as
No.
a
It was very good, except why did I say no right after you said the word job? Listen, here's how I did it. Try to remember. When you speak, a sentence is not even a sentence. A sentence is a couple of words put together to make a sentence. But after you finish that sentence, you have to really pretend that you don't know what you're going to say next. So you've got to pause more. I have a wonderful job. What should I say? Oh, yeah. I work as a flight attendant for United Airlines. What should I say? Oh, yeah. I love flying. So just see if you can pretend you're saying to yourself, what should I say next? Oh, yeah. Because I asked these parents, don't memorize it, don't write it down, just stand up there. And so they did, most of them did it this way. It was quite impressive. Start again. Remember, you're going to wait a few seconds before you say, I have.
I have
Beautiful.
a wonderful job. I work as a flight attendant for Air Canada. I love flying.
Maybe down is, I love flying. Is there a difference? I love, period, flying.
I love flying.
Good. I'm going to stop you. If you do go up on a word, let's see if you can go down. Continue. I enjoy.
I enjoy
Perfect.
taking care of the passengers and helping to make their traveling enjoyable.
Good girl. See if you can do this. I enjoy taking care of the passengers and helping to make their traveling enjoyable. I enjoy taking care of the passengers and helping to make their traveling enjoyable. See if you can do that.
I enjoy taking care of the passengers and helping to make their traveling enjoyable.
Very good. Do one more time and you don't have to do anything I did. You just do it the way you feel it. It was very good. I think I probably would change it to, you know what? I think I will. I enjoy taking care of. I think of the passengers is okay, but I think taking care of is the expression. I enjoy taking care of the passengers and helping to make their traveling enjoyable, but you do whatever you feel.
Try again.
Yeah.
I enjoy taking care of the passengers and helping to make their traveling enjoyable.
Great. Continue. Really good down.
Many of the other flight attendants have become my friends.
Beautiful down.
When we arrive in a city, we stay at the finest hotels.
Good.
Over the years, I have seen many
No,
of the great,
you said many. How about many?
many
Good.
of the great cities of the world. For that reason alone,
I think you said maybe for that reason. I might go like this. For that open, remember for that, you want to open your mouth just a little wider. Give your tongue a little more space. For that reason.
for that reason alone,
Make the T in that a little quieter. I think you went like this. For that reason. How about that reason?
for that reason,
See if you can say that with no T. That reason. Silly, a little silly. That reason.
that reason,
Oh, that was good. That reason.
that reason,
Much better. Say, want it.
want it,
Want it. A little bit of a T. Want it.
want it,
Good. Get some. Get some.
get some,
Get some.
get some,
That reason.
that reason,
Very good. For that reason.
for that reason alone. I highly recommend this job to you.
I probably would make job a little longer. This job.
I highly recommend this job to you.
Good. Try this. I don't know which one is better. This job to you. This job to you. Sorry.
This job to you.
Very good.
I highly recommend this job to you.
I like it better. This job to you.
This job to you.
Good. It just shows saying 4 words is not easy because you lose the opportunity to. It's like when I teach actors and they have to go from a very strong Canadian accent, which has no vowels, to a good American accent. I said, if you only do 2 words or 3 words, you're guaranteed to get that beautiful long vowel, this job to you. This job to you, you kind of swallow job. And they have to show the casting directors that they know how to do the American accent. And if even one word that they don't make it the way it should be could hurt them. So you never want to really do 4 words, although you're doing great and you've done many 4 words. Continue. Work hard.
Work hard in school. Get a good education.
Go down in education. Get a good education.
Get a good education.
Good. Let me help you with that L on school. What do you do, Yan, to make that L at the end of a word? What do you have to do?
Put my tongue behind my teeth.
Good. So go like this. Just open your mouth a little. L.
L.
Good. School.
School.
School. It's exactly the same position. Look at my head. I jerk it up there when I put the L behind there. School.
School.
Very good. In school.
In school.
Good. People.
People.
Really good. Do it again. Work hard. Pause. In school.
Work hard in school.
Very good. Sorry, continue. Very good.
Get a good education.
Make good a little longer. Get a good education, because 4 words is no good. Get a good education.
Get a good education. And maybe one day.
How about maybe a day a little longer? And maybe one day.
And maybe one day.
Good.
You will enjoy working as a flight attendant.
How about, again, that T, a flight attendant.
A flight attendant.
A flight attendant. See if you can make it one word, almost no T. Almost no T. A flight attendant.
A flight attendant.
Don't pause. Say, let's see. Tight rope. Tight rope.
Tight rope.
Tight rope.
Tight rope.
Flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
Good. It's good. Continue. As much.
As much as I have.
Good. Very, 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 very good. So how can this help you? You did a very, very good job. So you pretended, even though you know exactly, you don't have to think about what you do on your job, but you stood up there and you just talked exactly the way you have to talk to say it well and not be embarrassed by the way you talk. Excuse me. This is Andy.
Hello?
Yes.
Hi, I'm calling from the CT scan department here at Vancouver General Hospital.
Yes.
I was calling to book your CT scanner over Dr. Patterson.
Okay. Could I ask you to call me back in a half an hour, anytime after half an hour? Is that possible?
Sure.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
You're welcome. Bye.
Okay, one more. How's your time? Do you have another 10 minutes? Because we didn't even 15. Are you okay?
Yes.
Okay. I want you to tell me if you've ever been to a wedding of a friend or someone and you had to make a short speech. You ever had to do that?
No, I never did that before.
Could you think of a friend, and if you had to say a few things, let's say your friend is getting married or whatever, could you tell me a few, even if you don't know of what you might say for somebody, what would you say 2 or 3 things about that person? Maybe you might say something like this, and I want you to do your own, but I met my friend Daniel, I'll use the same name, in grade 1. He was my best friend even then. and we went to elementary school and high school together. He always was not selfish. He always cared about me and his other friends. I think he was I know he was happy. When I would go to his house, I always felt good. I didn't ever hear any problems between Daniel and his parents. I know he was smart because he was good enough to get into Stanford. And now he's met this wonderful girl, Rachel. I'm so happy for both of them. Blah, blah, blah. What could you say about, think of a friend either in China or here that you could say one or two things about them that if you had to speak at their engagement party, or what would you say? Why don't you do this? Let's read this, and then I want you to, maybe for next class, I want you to try to make up something that you might say. Listen. Sorry, I don't, if you Google, Yan, giving a speech, you will definitely see, do you know what would appear in Google? How people feel about giving a speech? They say, I'd rather be dead than give a speech. So if you memorize it, I remember, this is a true story. I got married at a lovely country club in Los Angeles. And maybe it was, the wedding was supposed to start at 1 o'clock, and at 1:45, I had to go to the bathroom. So I walked down the hall, and when I came out of the bathroom, I think it was, there was another wedding in another room, and there was a guy reading something like this. I happened to stand and watch him for a couple of seconds just to relax. I'd like to thank my family and my beautiful wife, Jane. He looked down when he was reading his wife's name. I thought it looks so stupid because he read it. So you can either read it and it will look stupid, or you can memorize it and be afraid that you might, or nervous that you might forget, and you just stand there and you can't think. So the best way to do it is pretend that you know what you're going to say, but do it just like you did the airline one. You do it slowly enough where you pretend that you're thinking. And the same thing is for what you're going to do at work. It is an honor to be asked to say a few words about the bride and groom. I've known Daniel since grade 1. I have never seen him so happy. I have never seen him so excited about anything. I certainly understand why he seems to be so much in love. Rachel is a wonderful woman, and I have never seen two people show such love and affection to each other. They both deserve each other, and I wish them many years together and an equal amount of happiness. Yeah, and I want you to do this any way you want. You can go up, you can go down. But as long as you pause to sound like you're thinking, you can do anything you want. All right, give it a try.
It is an honor to be asked to say a few words about the bride and groom. I have known Daniel since grade 1. I have never seen him so happy. I have never seen him so excited about anything. I certainly understand.
Can you make, you're doing great. Can you make that T and certainly a little quieter? I do it like this. Certainly. I don't even think about that T. Certainly.
I certainly.
Yeah, I had a girl do it again.
I certainly
Good.
understand why he seems to be.
Why he seems. That's a very hard, two E's are really hard for Mandarin speakers. Why he seems, C, 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 say the letter C. Why he seems.
Why he seems
Good.
to be so much in love. Rachel is a
I
wonderful.
think you made a W on Rachel. So you can go, remember, how do you make sure you never make a W for that L?
Smile.
The guy in Hong Kong, people, you want to go Rachel. Just smile. Rachel.
Rachel
Good.
is a wonderful woman, and I have never seen.
How about, and I think it's easier if you do it the way I did it. And I have never seen.
And I have never seen two people show such love and affection to each other.
Beautiful.
They both deserve each other, and I wish them many years together and an equal amount of happiness.
Good for you, my dear. That was really, really, really good. How'd you feel doing that? Do you think you sounded like you were thinking? Yes?
I think so.
Good. Very good. All right, next class, we're going to read maybe the worst speech ever given by a very good, not a very good, a great American actor. I'll just give you a hint. He received an Academy Award, Special Academy Award. And when he comes out, there's tremendous applause because he was really the first black actor in the 1950s and 1960s and 1970s to be a leading man. But for some reason, he's extremely nervous. You can see his lips are dry. And in most cases, instead of doing what you just did, pretending that you were making it up as you were speaking, he reads from the teleprompter. And in the beginning, the applause when he comes out is incredible. Everybody is smiling and happy. And in the speech, they applaud one time because it's so kind of embarrassing that he's doing such a terrible job. So we'll see what you don't want to do. You're not going to read a, what's it called? But if you sound like you memorized it, it's really bad. Okay, I'm glad you called me, and call me anytime when I forget.
No problem.
Do you have any time at the moment to do the next class, or what's your, I have time on Friday, but you can check it out and give me an email, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, sounds good. Andy, I actually write you 3 sentences last night.
Oh, good. Let's do that. Yes, you did. I didn't have a chance to read them, but let's do it. Okay, go ahead. Great. Hold on, make sure I'm... Actually, I want you to... I'm going to go back in for a minute. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Would you mind reading the first 3 lines? I'd love to hear your accent. I want you to go from, I have a wonderful job, I work as a flight attendant, down to enjoyable, the start of the 3rd line. Would you do that old way, please?
Do it my old way.
Old way, yeah.
I have a wonderful job.
No pauses at all.
I work as a flight attendant for Air Canada. I love flying. I enjoy taking care of the passengers and helping to make their traveling enjoyable.
One more time, just on the last sentence. Can you read it like this? Because I'm not hearing your accent as strong as I hoped. I enjoy taking care of the passengers and helping to make their traveling enjoyable.
I enjoy taking care of the passengers and helping to make their traveling enjoyable.
Okay. All right.
Did you hear my accent?
No, I didn't. Well, I heard it by maybe 10%, so bravo. I don't remember the first class. Do you remember the first class? Do you remember how strong? Could you tell me what you think your accent was back then?
I spoke very fast.
Okay.
I did not think when I speak.
Very good. Okay. What is it? IL8N makes your code such that it can support multiple languages when you use a constant instead of hard coding the string. Would you read that fast, like you maybe did before the class?
I18N makes your code such that it can support multiple languages.
I don't think, I'm guessing, but I don't think you would pause before this class. So don't do any pauses. See what it sounds like.
I18N makes your code such that it can support multiple languages when you use a constant instead of hard coding the string.
Your accent jumped up to about 70%. So wonderful. Do it now, please. New way.
I18N makes your code such that it can support multiple languages when you use a constant instead of hard coding the string.
Did I help you with that clumping ever?
No.
I've never seen these sentences before. That was wonderful. Not only was there no accent, but what did you do that makes me very happy and tells me that you understand something very, very well? Today is class number 8 or something like that. Let's see. It's 8. What did you do, Yan?
Pause.
No. Yes, but that's not as important as one other thing.
Think.
No. It's a physical thing that you did that was perfect. You went like this. IL8N makes your code such that it can support multiple languages when you use a constant instead of hard coding the string. You clumped it perfectly, just the way I did it. There's only one way to clump when you do it right, and you did that beautifully. Congratulations. How do you know that? You think it's just the feeling that you have? I don't think you didn't think, oh, that's a third word. Should I say the third word? You didn't do that, did you?
No.
No, that's wonderful. Next one. Read it old way first, or let me read it. It is the process of developing products in such a way that they can be localized for languages and cultures easily. Go ahead.
It is the process of developing products.
No, I think that's way too many words.
Did you say my old way?
I'm sorry. Good. Do it old way. Go ahead.
It is the process of developing products in such a way that they can be localized for languages and cultures easily.
Great. New way.
It is the process of developing products in such a way that they can be localized for languages and cultures easily.
So good. Again, the clumping was perfect. And you said that perfectly. You didn't say that. You said it in a very thoughtful way. Very, very good. Our application needs to support different countries, so everything needs to be translated. Go ahead. Old way. Old way.
Our application needs to support different countries, so everything needs to be translated.
Good. If you're in a staff meeting or a group meeting and you talk like this, Yan, I just know at some point your boss will start really listening to you. You will sound like the smartest person in the group, and maybe, I hope it leads to, you'll be the head of the department one day if that's what you want. Wonderful. Do it old way.
Our application needs to support different countries, so everything needs to be translated.
Good. I might say needs to be translated.
So everything needs to be translated.
Good for you. Open your mouth and say, don't worry about that T very much. Button.
I just cannot do it.
Yes, you can. Just think about the B. Button. Look what I'm doing. I'm not going button. I'm going button.
How do you put your tongue?
Tongue has nothing to do with anything. It's only the B. Don't even worry about anything. You need the tongue at the end to make the N, but just button. I know you can do it.
Button.
Good for you. Do it again.
Button.
I was a little too little. I don't have time to do more, but we'll do it once and then we'll do it tomorrow or whatever. Mountain. M. The M. The first letter is the most important to get the power. Mountain.
Mountain.
Perfect. Use the P. Important.
Important.
Perfect. Make a little W like Louis Fay did. World.
World.
Good. Good L. Do it again. World.
World.
Good. S. And S has a very long S. Sales.
Sales.
We'll work on that L. It's good. Sale. Just get that L again, and then don't worry about the S. Sale.
Sale.
Good. Now make a Z like zero. Sales.
Sales.
Very good. Bureaucracy. Bureaucracy. It's bureauc. It's actually B-U-R-O-C-K, like rock. Bureaucracy.
Bureaucracy.
We'll work on that next time. Good job. Really, really, really good. Have a good day. Check your schedule. Let me know unless you know now.
Do you mind sending over your schedule for
Yes.
Friday?
Absolutely. Well, right now I'll send it to you, but I have I think I have a guy, but he hasn't given me his time yet. I have somebody from 6:30 to 7:10. So nothing around 12, 1, or 2 at all. You want to tentatively try it, and if you have to change it, no problem.
I probably cannot do 12 to 2. I'm going to have lunch with my friends.
We can do 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
How about 4 p.m.?
Perfect. Good job, kid. Very, very, very good. See you on Friday.
Thank you so much, Andy.
You're welcome. I'm proud of you. You did great.
Thank you.
Okay. So stop recording.